that down. Let's move on to this, shall we? Seth Rogen's The Studio is one of the great surprises this year. This show has been, I mean, the concept sounds good, but the show has just exceeded all my expectations. And last night's new episode was no exception. But it was always kind of being looked at as kind of like a one-shot parody of the Hollywood business. But it's been so good and so successful that according to IndieWire, The Studio has been renewed for season 2 by Apple TV Plus. It writes the following. Who's ready for a sequel to the Kool-Aid movie? The Studio, Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg's hit satire that has captured Hollywood's attention for its scarily on-the-nose depiction of the film industry, has been renewed for a second season by Apple TV Plus, the streamer announced on Tuesday. The renewal for season 2 of The Studio arrives just before the airing of episode 8 this Wednesday, which actually came out last night on Apple TV Plus, and the first season has 2 more episodes after that. This week, we'll see Rogen's studio head Matt Remick try to get Zoe Kravitz to thank him in her Golden Globes Awards acceptance speech. Again, the episode came out last night, and it is awesome. Gonna spoil one joke. Don't care, because I just want to say it so badly. I alluded to it earlier. They're at the Golden Globes, and Zack Snyder himself comes out to present an award. He goes, for those of you who just think the Golden Globes are too short, stay tuned next week when I release my 6-hour cut in black and white of the Golden Globes. And I was just, well done, Zach. I thought that was really funny. Anyway, listen, you've heard us wax poetic on our show about The Studio. Like it manages to capture the satire like I've never seen it done before, be incredibly oddly accurate to how real life Hollywood works, and have the uncomfortableness of The Office. All like literally last night when I was watching The Studio, I was telling the guys here, I literally at one point jumped up out of the couch, covered my eyes, went, and walked out of the room because what was happening on screen was so uncomfortable. And I mean that in the best way possible.
I used to do that with Curb all the time.
Oh, Curb is another one that's just like, that gives you that feeling. So, I mean, listen, I really thought they were going to do this as a, hey, we've done it. We've done the satire thing now. But I'll tell you what, as every episode comes, I'm not feeling the novelty of it wear off. As they touch on everything from casting to Golden Globes to getting a pitch with a director. Like there's so many Hollywoodisms to cover.
Yeah.
I am thrilled that they're doing another season. Rob, you heard that they're doing now. It's officially greenlit. They're going to do a season 2 of The Studio. What do you think?
You know, when I watched the first episode of the show, I was a little dubious because I love movies about Hollywood. You know, whether it's SOB, whether it's The Stuntman, The Player, you know, call it what you want. Day of the Locust.
Wag the Dog.
Wag the Dog. What Just Happened with Robert De Niro that Barry Levinson directed, which is, it's painful to watch, but great. So when I watched this, I thought, okay, it's a broad satire, but what I've liked with each episode, like you just pointed out, they go into very specific things, like the episode about the pediatric oncologist.
With the doctors.
What was interesting, when I used to go home to Seattle, nobody cared about anything that was going on in the movie business. Like even when I had a movie come out and I went to the Cannes Film Festival to the market, nobody cared. They're like, dude, let's go snowboarding. Who cares? Nobody cares. And when you move out of the entertainment world, if you're not in the movie business, the only people that care about the movie business are people that are in the movie business and YouTube pundits. That's it. The rest of the world does not care. And I thought that was such a brilliant way to show that in that particular episode. Then the casting episode that came after that, and the whole thing about
the casting episode with Ice Cube was so good.
Because then suddenly it became a show that anybody outside of the entertainment business could understand. You know, and
by the way, Ann's sister was in that episode. Just yeah.
And they've done such a great job. It's not just about Hollywood. It's skewering our entire society, modern culture. And that's taken it to another level. And the level, like you said, of cringe. I am not an Office. I've seen 2 episodes because of you. I'm relatively still an Office virgin. But the way you've described The Office to me is kind of what I imagine watching The Studio is. I mean, I just sit there, again, rolled up in a ball. Like, oh my God, I can't, which I love. I can't wait to watch the Golden Globe episode.
It's so good, man. It's so good. Anyway, Chris, I know you've been a fan of this series so far. But I mean, it seems like it was set up to tell the joke, and like one
And move
season
on.
would do it. Right move to do a second season. Are you excited about that? How do you feel about it?
It's absolutely the right move. Between this and Severance, Apple was having record numbers
Yeah.
for their streaming service. It's such a funny show. It lambasts Hollywood in such a wonderful, wonderful way. And I love the quote that's used in the Hollywood Reporter of "We can't wait to see which of our colleagues will panic about their personal stories being shared." I love that, of just oh no, are they talking about me? And I think that's a great element to this show too, of taking from these real life experiences, from taking so many of Seth Rogen's own personal stories too, of coming up in this industry and going, oh, we're going to talk about that now. We're going to have actual people come play themselves to do this ridiculous
I just
bit.
had this flashback of Urkel, and they're going, "Did I do that?"
Yeah, every single person watching going, oh no, that's me.
Until people in the next season would be like, I hope they talk about me.
Yeah,
Then
I
it's going to
know.
become a badge of honor in Hollywood if it hasn't already.
Some
Oh,
weird
it's about me.
narcissistic
It's gonna
like
be like
fuel.
the SNL kind of mocking, right? You've made it if you've been parodied on SNL. You'll
100%.
make it if you've been parodied on the studio.
And listen, he's having no problems getting like that episode last night was the most cameos they've had in the show so far. And I like everybody's gonna want to have a cameo in this show. I think everybody in the business is gonna want to have a cameo in the show. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Hungryroot. Okay, so I'm sure you guys can all relate to this. Spring hits and suddenly life goes from like 0 to 100. Busy season is officially in full swing over here. And honestly, who's got time to go grocery shopping? That's where Hungryroot comes in. See, because Hungryroot is like having your own personal shopper. I told them my goals and they started curating groceries for me that actually fit my life. Be it smoothies, snacks, salad kits, even ready to eat meals. All clean ingredients, no artificial junk. This week, I got the grilled turkey tenderloin with pesto grilled veggies, and it was amazing. And I got my usual protein-packed snacks. It's like they're learning my taste better than I even know myself. And the best part is, I don't have to waste time driving to the grocery store and wandering the aisles. That's time I can spend doing literally absolutely anything else. Guys, I love Hungryroot. Take advantage of this exclusive offer. For a limited time, get 40% off your first box, plus get a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/Campea and use the code Campea. That's hungryroot.com/Campea, code Campea, to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life. hungryroot.com/Campea, code Campea. Anyway, guys, the question is for you. What do you think? They've just announced that the studio is going to get a second season. I personally couldn't be happier about it. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.